50 in that final stage. We're going to see guys trickle to pit road. Who pits at the right time? Are you fortunate enough to get a yellow? That could change the entire outlook of the race.
Kyle Busch yesterday found out just how difficult it is with the sequential shifting and how hard it is if you miss a shift. And let's talk a little bit about it with the Toyota virtual car.
Yeah, so we talk a lot about what's different about this car. Shifting here at the road course is perhaps the biggest change, if not the brakes as well. It used to be an H style, you know, first, second, across to third and fourth. When we go into the virtual car, we're going to show you what sequential shifting actually means, both mechanically and what the driver does. So we take a look inside, right? The car still looks the same. Engine's at the front, still a front engine car, but no transmission behind the engine. You just have the drive shaft. You could call it a prop shaft. It goes back to the transaxle, which is now in the back of the vehicle. It's what will select the gears with the driver's input. It works a little different than the transmission. The biggest thing for the fan at home, it has 5 speeds instead of 4, which is going to increase the shifting. What does that mean for the drivers? Well, as we go up and we look at the shifting handle, it doesn't really change location. You're in 5th, you want to go to 4th, bump it forward. 4th to 3rd, bump it again. Now as you leave the corner, you're in 2nd, pull back. 2nd to 3rd, 3rd to 4th, 4th to 5th. So drivers, they're going to be busier, but the active shifting, I think, is a little more direct than it was of the old H pattern.
It is, and the challenges of shifting have changed. With this car, you want as many RPMs for as often as you can, and you don't have the problem of wheel hopping, but what you do have is sliding those rear tires.
With that extra gear, the guys will be shifting about 4 to 6 more times per lap than they did last year.
Pace car makes the right-hand turn onto pit road, leaving the field in the hands of Chase Elliott and Chase Briscoe. Elliott won this race a year ago. He won at Nashville a week ago. Can that hot streak continue? And he go back-to-back at Road America? We're about to find out as the field makes their way 2 by 2 in front of the front stretch grandstands. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Road America.
Chase Briscoe with a massive turn 1 braking. Chase Elliott was way in front of him, but Briscoe with an incredible job braking got alongside of him.
Great turn 3 there for Briscoe as he noses ahead as they go down this long straightaway. It'll be that turn number 5 that everyone was talking about, this braking opportunity.
Chase Elliott's got to be careful not to get his right side tires on this curve on the right side of the racetrack. Stays completely off of it.
Drivers giving themselves room, and a little bit of contact there by Briscoe into Elliott, and Elliott surges ahead now with the lead.
We see guys race side by side through these corners in the Xfinity cars for years. I think this car even lends more to that, so we'll see these guys challenging on the outside in several corners.
Cole Custer in the 41 raced in the Xfinity Series race yesterday, had a brake issue.
Chastain hard into the braking zone trying to get to his inside, can't make it work. Gets into Buescher there a little bit on corner exit as they head to the carousel.
This is that long right-hander we talked about. Really low grip right here. It's such an important corner, though, because it leads to this back straightaway.
Cindric didn't get out of the corner very well. That allows the 34 McDowell to get through as they go through the kink.
Kink is a high-speed, high-risk part of the racetrack. There's some speed to be had there, but if you miss it, it's going to be a big wreck.
It appears, even with Chase's concern, that the steering seems to be okay in the 9 car. Maybe the reason for the timid first 2 corners, allowing Briscoe to get up beside him there.
And now out of turn 14 and up the long front stretch here. Chase Elliott has an advantage of about 3 car lengths as they work their way past the start-finish line. And look at this shot from Daniel Suarez, thanks to the Coca-Cola can.
Daniel's been one of the fastest cars in all the road course races we ran this year, but qualified mid-pack, sitting right there in 14th place behind Denny Hamlin. Curious if he's got the pace that he's had in that car at the road courses today. Interesting to go to the outside there. I talked about it. I think with this car, you can challenge on the outside and almost force the guy on the inside to give you the spot on corner exit, Parker.
right? It was you see him make that pass on Denny Hamlin. Daniel Suarez just told me before the race that he just made too many mistakes in practice and qualifying. It looks like Denny's still on the outside of him down into turn 5. He just felt like if he tightens it up, the speed is in that 9.9 that he had at Sonoma.